Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do some bits and bobs with my Alice in Wonderland themed journal. As you can see, I've still not fastened the cover on the front, but I'm not going to, not until the last minute, because I don't want it getting damaged. It all stays in its little box. Right, we're going to do a closure today, and what I'm going to use for the closure are these. Some little bulldog clips, yeah? I have been waiting for these to arrive. The ones I'd initially ordered were these, far too large. Just far too large. I'll show you how it's going to fasten. I'll use the little ones that I'm going to use. We're going to pop one on there. We're going to pop one on the back cover. And we're going to fasten these bulldog clips with a chain, yeah? I'm going to make it adjustable, so that you can alter the length of the closure. If you were to get this journal and decide to make it vastly alligator mouthed, I won't want the closure not to fasten anymore. So I'm going to make it so you can adjust the length. I don't tend to make my hardcover journals so that you need a closure. The closure really is just a little, it's embellishment. It's for show. So we're going to pop that out of the way now. Stay, behave. She's going to behave over there now. Right, so yeah, I've got my little bulldog clips. I'll measure those, tell you how big they are. Right, the first ones I bought, it sounded pretty small. They are 1.5 inches. Yeah, that sounds tiny, but it's not. Way too chompy for that journal. These ones are quite a bit smaller actually. They're just over 3/4 inch. They're nearly half the size. They're perfect. They are both linked on my Amazon storefront if you're interested in any. Right, without further ado, I've got my little bag of mashings. I'll link that actually because I did get this one from Amazon. And it's like, I've had it ages. There's just loads in it. So, I've got all my little tools and gummins and bits and bobs I use. So I'm going to cut a piece of chain far longer than I need. We know the spine on the journal's 2.5 inches. Yeah, I should have put my mat other way around that measures inches is bright pink and it's just so in your face, it's untrue. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to make the chain 6 inches long, yeah? We're not going to decorate the whole 6 inches, but like I said, I'm going to make it adjustable. So I'm just going to snip that off. I always close my eyes when I do this. I have got glasses on. I don't feel the need for industrial eye protection. But you never know, do you? Better safe than sorry. So we've got that. The other thing I've got is this pack of charms. Again, I got this from Amazon. I'll show you the silver ones. I know this sounds daft when I'm going to use bronze, but I've already took my bronze ones out and mixed them up with other charms I'd already got. This pack, I can't remember how much it was. I've done an Alice section for all my Alice bits I've used on Amazon. So, yeah, you get nearly exactly the same. You get a playing card, you get a rabbit. There were 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think there were 18 charms in total. Yeah, and I'll be able to do another journal with those silver ones. I did have a pack of these before. I thought I had a pack with bronze and silver. Maybe I've used them. Maybe I didn't get as many bronze. I don't know. But I came to make this charm and realised I don't have many charms. So I bought some. Right, we've got the Mad Hatter. No, it's not the Mad Hatter, it's the rabbit. Yeah, I can't speak. We've got that rabbit. We've got that rabbit. We've just got to choose which charms to use. We've got that cute little clock. I've got one of those on an embellishment in the journal. I might save that for another journal then. We've got, oh, that's a big clock. I think we've got a single playing card. I like that one. I just want charms whose sizes all match. We've got a crown. We've got a wonky clock. I did get some other charms out of some of the things I've got. We've got a rabbit on a bike, but I think he's far too chompy for this closure. Too big. That's, yeah, translation, chompy, big. I don't know where that comes from. So, which ones we're going to use? Oh, I've got a selection of little keys. I've got one there with a love art on. I think I want to use that one because it's like Queen of Hearts, isn't it? even though that didn't come in this pack. I don't think it did. So let's narrow this down. I only want maybe 3 charms, and then 1 for each end, so 5 in total. Which 5 are we going to use? I think we'll have a nice big one in the middle. By big, I think I might use the playing card. I might use the rabbit. I think I'm going to have the key dangling from one end of the charm, and maybe a lock from the other with a love art on. I like that idea. So I think I've just narrowed it down. Clock, card, rabbit, lock and key. Yeah, so rest here, off you pop. We don't need you today. Right. I knew I'd forgot one thing. I think I forgot to grab my bronze jump rings. Where might they be today? I did have them out. Have I got some in here? Yeah, I've got some in here. Use the ones you've got in here, woman. Yeah, some did come in this kit, but I've obviously used most of them. Right. So to make this adjustable, what I'm also going to use is a couple of lobster clasps that again come in this kit. That's that. That's that. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some charms that you can move. Yeah? So, I've lost my bit of chain. I've put my chain away that I cut ready. What am I like? I've cut a 6-inch piece of chain and then I've gone and put it away. Could I be any more disorganised? Don't answer that question. Just don't answer it. I've bent my ruler again as well. Don't know how that's occurred. Go on, snip. I'm beginning to think, have I cut the chain? Yeah, because I explained why I closed my eyes. Yeah. Hey ho, we've got another 6-inch piece of chain now. We've got our little jump rings. I want to use the little ones because we don't want it to. Whee! Can't tell you the size of these because they came in that kit. I could tell you the size if I'd found me a sorted packet of jump rings. Let me just have a quick grab for them. Are these them? No. I can't tell you what I've done with them. Oh, crafty lunch. I'm really bad sometimes. I have things out using them and then I just swipe everything to the side to make another project and I've not put it in its proper place. And then if I want to use it for that project, I can't find it. Anyway, shut up, woman. Crack on with what you're doing, or it's going to be another 3-hour video. So, move the ruler now. We don't need it. Right in the middle of this chain, I want to put my playing card. You know what I'm doing now anyway. It's just watching, isn't it? So I'm going to grab my pliers, grab a jump ring. I've got 2 flat ones today. I've just got my old set out on the desk. And I just grab what I grab. The playing card is double-sided, so I don't have to worry about getting it the right way round. And the middle of the chain, I'm just going to randomly let one link attach. Then I'm going to close it up. Did that close well enough? Yes, it did. So there we have charm number 1 on our chain. So that's that. I'm then going to put the rabbit and the clock at the side. We don't want a lot of room between them because it's not an awfully chunky journal. So about there. So I'm going to grab a jump ring. Got my fan on because it's pretty warm and it keeps blowing wispy little hairs on my face and it's rather annoying. That jump ring's not round. Let's get a round one. Do you find the round ones work better? Yeah, you just get some misshapen ones sometimes, don't you? So let's apart a little bit more. Always twist these sideways, don't actually pull them apart. And I'm going to pick that up where I want to pop it. Go on, you do want to go on. See, it's very fiddly this for me. These jump rings are very small, but it's going to be worth the effort. Yes, did it. Now this is where I always go wrong. Do you know, when I want things to face the same way? I've got to be honest with you, when I do it, it's potluck. The clock has got two faces, so we're okay again with the clock. That really needs to be further apart to fit my clock charm on. Yeah, it's got quite a chunky little, it's like your old-fashioned alarm clock. It's cute. So we've now got two charms on. Let's see which way this one faces. That way. So this one is going to be come here, dingle dangle. We now need to get the rabbit on. We've got to get the rabbit on facing the correct way if possible. If he ends up facing the wrong way, what I will do is I'll have the charm the other way and we'll just see the other side of the clock, because it has got two faces. Yeah, it's a very two-faced clock. Yeah. Speaking of clocks, every clock in my house has stopped over the last couple of weeks. What is that all about? I just don't know. Really don't know. We now don't have a clock that works. I need to buy a pack of batteries. Right, I'm going to do this laid down to hopefully get the rabbit facing the correct way. So if I put the rabbit on face down there, let's see whether this works. Oops. I keep dropping that. Squeeze it harder when you hold it, woman. I need my pliers that have got ridges on. There we go. It will hold it better. They're too smooth. That's better. There we go. That's the rabbit. Did they all end up the right way? Yes, they did. I've got to admit that was more luck than judgment. So, here's the thing now. What I want to do is put the other two charms on with a little lobster clasp, and then they can be movable. It might be a little bit fiddly moving them, but again, it's one of those things that's worth it. What's that advert for? You're worth it. Is it L'Oreal? There we go. So I'll pop my lobster clasp on, and then I'll pop my charm on. That's that. There's a jump ring and lobster clasp. It's a pretty quick little project, this. Yeah, a bit misshapen some of these jump rings from the kit. I'm saying that, I have had this so long, it might actually be that the ones I've tried to use and failed and then just chucked them back in. That's the more likely scenario with me. There we go. Right, so I'm going to bring the journal. Oh, there we go. No, that's not there we go. I've opened it up, put the lobster clasp on, and not bothered putting a blinking charm on it. There we go. Yeah, where? We're going nowhere. That's where we're going with that one. Put your key on, woman. Oh, that will like put one of them put your tea in the fridge and your milk in cupboard scenarios, that, weren't it? Who else does that? I'm terrible for it. Or I put things that should go in the freezer in the fridge, and things that should go in the fridge in the freezer. Kids joke that one of them's never going to be able to leave home because I'll need someone to look after me. Just because of daft things I do. Right. Give that a blink and go. I want their bedroom as a craft room. Right, we've got the journal back now, so I can show you how this is going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread that through one side of the paper clip, yeah, and then I'm going to get my lobster clasp and I'm going to clip it on there. And then what you'll find is that won't then go back through, so that holds the chain where we want it, yeah. And I'm going to do exactly the same with this one. I'm going to thread it through. I'm going to grab this lobster clasp again. I hope you can see this, it's very fiddly. And I'm going to clip it onto the chain. I'm going to leave a little bit more room this time. So that's our closure with the two paper clips, bulldog clips. We've got a key dangling there. You could put another charm on the end of there. A key dangling there and a lock there and our other three in the middle. Then we're going to fasten it to the journal. One there. Sorry to lift this up to do it. And one there. So if I open that up to its, yeah, that will allow the journal to open so far. Can you see we've still got room there and room there? So if you do want the journal to be held closed a little bit more, you can pull the chain in and move your lobster clasp along a little bit. But even if you don't have it tight, I think that just looks good there. So it's going to be difficult to photograph this so you can even see it. Oh, I'm going to have to photograph it sideways on. Can you even see that on camera? I'm even in shot. Yeah, so that's how it's going to look, yeah? And that's our little charmy dangle closure. So I hope you followed what I was doing there, and I hope you understood why I fastened the last two on as I did. It's just so that you can alter the length of this dangle, yeah, to suit how much stuff you've got in your book, and if you're making one for another book. Also, if you're trying to make one that's tight, I find that very difficult, yeah, to measure and decide exactly how much chain to cut. So this method of cutting a little bit more and making it alterable just works for me. So there we have it. That's the closure to our Alice in Wonderland junk journal. There'll be more Alice in Wonderland projects coming up this weekend. I really want to crack on and get this book done. So thank you very much for watching. And yeah, if you want to buy any of these products you've seen me use, remember they are from Amazon. I have actually bought an awful lot more stuff from Amazon than I would normally during lockdown. I don't go anywhere. I'm going nowhere until I've had my second COVID jab. And even then, I'm not going far. So yeah, Amazon has been my lifesaver. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.